Welcome, everyone. We are live at Blind Bob's here in downtown Dayton, Ohio, the Oregon District. I am the Super Diesel Daniel Hood. I am with my guest for this episode of Podshirt Podcast. I am with the band Sadbox. And of course, three of the members are here with us today. I got Paul, and then we got Raymond, we got Rachel. You guys, last month, you recently released a mini album called Everything's a Shame, and we will discuss that today. But before we get to that, I actually want to talk about something that's been on my mind. A lot of people's mind to listen to music. This past summer, artificial intelligence was on the rise in the world of music. Experts say that in 10 years from now, there's not going to be any more real bands like you guys. They're going to replace podcasters like myself. They're going to replace bartenders like the people at Blind Bob's. We're all going to be gone in 10 years. So I just want to know you guys' thoughts on artificial intelligence in the world of music. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts?
That would be a shame.
That would be
That would be a shame. Look at the
let's see let's see AI come up with a joke like that.
Yeah. All my wittiness would go away. It would just be like so dumb.
It would
be.
It would cease to be witty.
Yeah.
I don't know. A serious answer to that. I mean, I don't think AI is going to overtake anything in terms of creative art. I think it'll probably take a whole bunch of certain design elements away, but I don't think people are going to have a tremendous appetite for it. I've already seen it, the CGI stuff's come into movies, but I think it's not going to overtake everything. It's going to be a danger. It's going to be a danger to a lot of stuff. It'll continue. I think it'll devalue it financially for sure. But I think people are going to continue to have an appetite for real performance art.
Oh, yeah.
And then, experts, maybe AI is going to replace all the experts. Who knows? That'll be fine with me.
Well, yeah, maybe that could be one good cause from that. But I agree. I think people like the real deal, like myself. And I think people are like, I know some people, like people that aren't familiar with artificial intelligence, they hear it, they probably won't know that it's actually happening. Like that song that was hit, "Dust on the Wind." Some people thought it was real. Like they didn't know better. They thought it was some band that was on the rise, but it turns out it was all fake. And that's the dangers. It can really trick people. And I think, if anything, if AI is going to be around, we need to educate our children and adults alike. This is what AI sounds like. This is what the real thing sounds like. So I think, yes. So is that a good answer? You guys have any more thoughts on artificial intelligence?
I think people want human connection in the first place.
Yes.
So, like, why in the world is Taylor Swift so popular?
Yeah.
I just tried to listen to her album the other day too.
Is she AI?
No, but she's very personable, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never met her.
No, but that's what comes across, right?
Yeah.
She could be. What if she was AI?
Yeah, because none of us have never met her, so we're
Yeah.
just assuming she's real.
Yeah.
I know people want human connection, so I
Yeah.
feel like, like this, we're talking and everything, that's what people are craving, and you're not going to get that if you have an album that's fully AI and then there's nothing to back it. You're going to have people that go along with it, right? Or I guess
Yeah.
those are generated too.
I mean, as much as I dislike AI, in my head, I keep the thought that comes in my head is everything old is going to be new again, right? So I'm hoping that, let AI have its little moment. But I think at the end of the day, it's kind of like, vinyl disappeared when CDs came along, and now all of a sudden, there's a small little niche group of people that collect vinyl now, right?
Yes.
And then now they're like, now everything's on your phone. You can get every song ever made in the history of man is probably somewhere on my phone. And it's
Probably.
one of the
Yeah.
things. So it's like, it's already bad enough with that,
Okay.
And then to do AI, I mean, you think about the people that do want it. It'd be people that don't have to pay any artists any money for
Yeah.
touring, or they don't have to worry about creating any merch. It's just, here's this AI thing, and there's gonna be young people, who enjoy it. There's gonna be people like me, with their old man yell at the clouds sings me.
Yes.
Who want real music, right?
Tie that under your belt. It was the style back in the time.
Right. So I'm hoping that it's going to have its moment. We have no choice but to at least accept that. But I think that Rachel and Paul are right that there's going to be there's going to be people who just like, okay, enough of this. Let's go
What's
to
the
a show.
satisfaction rate, between user experience, on the most electronic devices, 20 years ago, 10 years ago versus now? It's all gone downhill, right?
Right.
When you had a DVR, it may have been a really good amount of technology. You had a show, you wanted to watch it, you're going to be gone. You recorded it, save it there. That's cool. Now it's like, oh, the bandwidth is crummy because whatever, I don't know. And all of a sudden you can't watch any show because it's not actually being broadcast. You have to tap in, and so you pay a subscription fee, and you can't even access what you want when you want to access it.
Right.
And look at people from when like social media was new, and look at the experience, that kind of exciting experience with social media versus now everyone's mad all the time. You do an hour on social media, you're miserable. So I mean, like, you tell me who's winning. You tell me if the AI is making the world better, that people are going to continue to pay for that.
Right.
I mean, at some point you hit rock bottom, your head's on the the bottom of the bathroom stall covered in vomit, whatever else was left there, and you say, I've had enough of this AI, I swear off it.
Yeah. But it's is it, do you want to be happy or do you want to be convenient? Ease of convenience, right?
Yes.
So and a lot, it feels like a lot of times like that's what it is. It's like, well, I'd rather just have it done, or I'd rather just get it done.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So you accept mediocrity because it's so faster to do or easier to do, or you gotta hit a button. Hey, Gemini, whatever, make a song. I want it in 4/4 time. I want it in the theme of the style of rock.
Yeah.
And I want it to be about cars
Yes.
or whatever, right? And all of a sudden there it is, and it's like this sucks, but I'm done with it.
Yeah.
So we're done. Here, send it off. Put it on Spotify.
Yes.
Right. So it's like, yeah. So yeah.
It could be the credibility factor because, like with anything in life, with sports, I think if you're going to do AI, then at least tell people immediately this is AI. I think the danger is that there could be another Milli Vanilli situation where they say it was them. It turns out they were lip syncing. People could do this. They'll say like they can just press a button and say, "Oh, I've been doing music for 20 years," and then keep it a secret. Oh, you just press the button. It's probably going to happen if it hasn't happened already. Someone's going to lie about being this great musician. Hopefully, it's not Ed Sheeran. I hope he's the real deal. I hope he ain't lying about his stuff.
Hey, he's been around before AI. I think
He was.
He's
predated. Someone like I was just throwing out there as an example. So but those are good answers about what we're dealing with artificial intelligence. Yes, I am here with Sadbox.
He's real. He's real. It's right there.
Yes, and I'm real, and he's real. We're all real, I promise. But yeah, Sadbox, they've been a real band for close to 20 years here in the Dayton, Ohio
Only
area.
feels like that. It's actually like 8 or 9 or something.
8 or 9 years. Oh, okay.
The longest 9 years of your life.
Okay, 9 years. But yeah, a great band in the area.
Thank you.
And you recently released a mini album called "Everything's a Shame." And here's how this is going to work. I'm going to, based on the song title, I'm going to tell you what it made me think of, and then I'll guess why Paul, who wrote most of these songs, why he wrote it, and what's the real story behind the song. So
you have to vet whether this is the real answer or whether it's an artificially intelligent answer.
Oh man, Chat GPS told you this.
It did.
Okay.
I got my whatever they are, the AI Garmin or something is going to spit out all my answers.
Lyrics and chat GPT and see what it says.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it already did that. It's got like a weird little army of like dead soldiers behind a horseman.
I put in some lyrics to.
Oh, it's getting okay. We'll stop this. We'll let Daniel tell you
The
everything.
pictures are not AI generated. Just an FYI.
That's
Well, listeners, beware. We got some creepy stuff going. But the first track on this album is Dust. And now when I think of Dust, I think of the 70s classic Dust in the Wind. Not to be confused with that awful AI band Dust on the Wind. That song Dust on the Wind. But this is the real but I was thinking about that song Dust in the Wind. Anyway, it's always a good song. But now Dust, I think the reason why you maybe wrote Dust is because I think people, they leave things alone for a while. Maybe something they enjoyed in the past. They leave it alone, and then they come back to it because they miss it. But they find a lot of dust all over it, like whether it could be a picture, a bowling ball, or it could be a metaphor for a person. You come back to something after a while and it's collected dust. You want to clean it all up. So, Paul, am I correct in saying that that's what it's about? Just clean up your past and reliving the past.
Well, that's kind of how our practices go. We're a bit dusty. We don't see each other for like a month. That's my song. That's
Sorry, I can't play my instrument. There's too much dust in there.
Yeah, my arthritis is kicking up.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we wrote that one. I mean, that one was one I kind of brought had most of the stuff already. I kind of got a baritone because I was excited about it and didn't really know how to play a baritone very well. And was all excited about having like kind of these new colors of musical sound, and but didn't really learn anything about it. So I just started strumming a bunch of chords on it, and that song's kind of what popped out of it. I don't know. The dust is probably more. I don't know. It probably comes from the end of it where you keep on saying "Time will make dust of your heroes" over and over again.
Okay.
It's just an existential angst song. It's what meaning is there in a lifetime when it none of it's permanent. It's all just exercises in impermanence. You can read Ecclesiastes. I think that's pretty good commentary.
Yeah, absolutely. Any you guys add to that answer?
Sounds great to me.
That sounds well.
You go.
I will add that of all the Sadbox songs we've ever written and composed, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
So it is that one.
All right.
So, yeah. So 2 albums plus this one. This is my favorite one. I enjoy playing that one a whole lot.
Absolutely.
You play it so nicely.
Yeah. We play it so nicely, all of us. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and talk about track 2 of this album, Everything's a Shame. Now, this song is called All Rhymes for Scoop. Now, let me tell you what I think of. I was fixated on the word scoop because my family, we love to eat Scoops Fritos during New Year's Eve. That's like a classic chip. You buy a bag of Scoops, and then you dip it into the sour cream dip. And
That's
all.
like your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure, yes. It's
Okay.
amazing. So that's why when I saw Scoop, I just thought of that. But I'm going to guess why you guys made this song. I was thinking someone has a pet named Scoop, if it's a dog or a cat, but this song is about a pet named Scoop, and you're just coming up with a tribute rhyme because you said all rhymes. So you're just thinking things that rhymes and it makes your pet Scoop happy. So am I right or wrong about
It's funny. My pets are not named Scoop, but they're really a fan of different rhythmic poetry patterns. They really enjoy kind of throwing things off with different rhythms and different rhyme patterns. The dog loves it. It's one of his favorite things. He doesn't speak well, but
Yeah.
he really enjoys it when we do that.
Yes.
You should stay on that pet motif, by the way. It was. I mean, it was just kind of taken from a thesaurus where you're looking for different words that rhymed with scoop. But the content is a little different. Anyway, yeah. You guys want to talk about it?
Well,
Yeah.
it's what did Paul say a couple minutes ago? You spend an hour on
I've got a
social
lovely
media,
bunch of coconuts.
yeah, and you spend an hour on social media and you're just mad, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of like that. It's talking about how there's news, there's all kinds of things going on around the world, good and bad, but where are you supposed to find out what's actually happening and where's it going, and can you just let one story on Facebook or Instagram that's happy just be happy? Somewhere there's somebody leaves a comment about it's like it ruins this good story because someone's like, well, actually, and then
Yes.
before you know
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and so
Well,
it's like because you just so it's how like the internet just nobody loves tearing down a really good feel good story like the internet.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And no one likes making more of a mountain out of a molehill than people on the internet. It's an awful place to be.
Yeah, the awful
It's an
trolls.
awful place to spend time.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like, where else are you supposed to go anymore? It's to the point now where you have to. Well, I gotta Google it, right? And then
Yeah.
that's not the article I want because that article actually is not what I'm trying to say. So let me keep looking until I find the article that actually serves my argument.
Which we'll go back is probably AI generated, or it's like a.
Right.
I remember it was all scandal like 10 years ago. You'd have some picture that was actually from like a press conference 3 months earlier.
Yeah.
And the person would be like, "That's not blah blah blah. That's from this." And now they just, we don't even do that. It's just fake.
Yeah.
It's just an AI generated picture of whatever you said was happening. Right.
Right. And now it's even like interviews and you got some dudes sitting there talking and it sounds like him and that's his face and that's his body and that's his mannerisms, but it's not him actually saying anything. So it's like, so the scoop in this instance is like there's nowhere to actually get the scooping the truth.
So you're saying that's the rhyme. I'm spinny, never give you the scoop.
Yeah,
when
spinning,
everything's
spinning.
fluff, there's no education.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the line. It's got to rhyme with that scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. It's like there's just nowhere to go for the actual most accurate information you can find on the thing. Right?
Yes.
Whatever that thing may be.
Because
And it's
absolutely.
yeah. It's
Because people can lie, and so I was going back to AI, people can just generate stories that are fake. And also, a lot of, especially younger people, they may not know how to look up the facts. They only read what's in front of them. Like, say someone, you could say someone had cancer, someone died. I remember, it actually reminds me of a story about 7 years ago, or maybe even longer than that. Someone said that Wayne Knight died. He was the actor. He was in Jurassic Park and
Newman.
Wayne Newman. Thank you
He's
for
Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah, he was Newman from Simon. His name's Wayne Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, Wayne Knight. Yeah, but someone said he died, and for a little while I believed it, and then they did this interview on the Entertainment Tonight, and here he was talking. I'm like, I thought you died. I was shocked. I was like, I was convinced about the story, and it turns out someone made it up. I looked into it, and I was like, oh, because then someone said that Michael Jordan died. They said that this Wayne Knight guy, he died from a tractor accident. That's what sold me. And then there was these other stories about athletes dying. And the same. It was the same story that was used for Wayne Knight was used for these other actors. Like, oh, it was BS.
They don't got to remove the facts.
They
They
don't-
just remove them.
Yes, so that could be dangerous.
They don't got to burn the facts.
Yeah.
They just remove
Yeah.
them.
Burn and-
against the machine. Yeah.
Burn and bury.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, that's
Scoops against the machine.
Well, that was a good discussion on that. But let's talk about track 3 on this album. Now, this track is called New Low. And let me tell you what I thought when I saw the words New Low. One of my favorite comedy movies is Dumb and Dumber. And I just thought of that scene in Dumb and Dumber where they get stuck in the middle of nowhere. And then they had that sheepdog they were traveling around in. And then they had, I guess, it was Floyd. He went to town and traded in that sheepdog for like a motorcycle. The idea is that it'd be way worse to have a little motorcycle than like that's outdoors. You're freezing cold and stuff, which is what happened to them. They were freezing cold on the way to their trip. But anyway, Harry's like, just so I thought you could have stooped to a new low, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself. I don't know that's the exact line, but it was something along that lines. So anyways, that's what I thought of when I saw New Low, but I'm going to guess why you guys made New Low. I think New Low, either you or someone you know did something very awful, and of course that's a classic term.
Every day, sir. Every day.
You stoop to a new low. That's what people say when someone, like when you hear something bad happens.
They hear that new Sadbox record. They say, oh, who allowed this?
You
This
stoop.
is a new low.
This is a new low for music.
I knew you'd come around.
Mm.
Oh no.
Samsonite, we were way off.
Oh man. So anyway, my thoughts on New Low. Am I correct in saying that about the song?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the
pretty
worst
much.
song we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel, do you want to talk about
Yeah.
its origins? I mean, yeah, I wrote the lyrical content, but it was motivated by Rachel and her experience.
Yeah, I
Yes.
came to practice one day pretty amped up over a house that I'm working on, or was working on. I have rental properties, and they left a cat.
Oh.
So, fortunately, someone knew the cat was left and came and trapped it, because at that point it was outside, but, you know, the stuff inside was still there from all the other cats. But, you know, that's another new low.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who leaves the cat?
A lot of people,
Like, it's just
apparently.
like-
Abandon a cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of dirty to abandon a cat like that.
I was
Almost like
pretty-
a new low, you might say.
Yeah,
A brand, that's a
I was-
brand new
I
low.
was pretty upset about it, and I wasn't letting it go, and yeah.
Yeah.
Why-
then-
Oh, go ahead,
then-
Raymond.
And then Eli just had this really I don't know if pretty is the right term, but it's this really pretty like run of notes, and that kind of starts the song off, and then we kind of riff over that. And it's I tell people all the time, listen to it once, how sad it is, you know, when you hear the lyrics, and then listen to it like you're a cat, and it's even worse. We have 3 cats in my house, and my wife heard the song, and she was like, "This is probably the saddest."
You know what's strange is the cats actually like it. There's something about the rhyme pattern that the cats are really into it.
Right.
It's so sad. My cat was in a box. I cannot stop with all of these like puns. Sorry.
But yeah, it was our first delve into like a true story.
Yeah, it's the first person
it's our first
anthropomorphized
like,
cat
almost,
story.
This thing actually happened. We're gonna write about it.
Yeah.
I don't
You know?
know. That cat looked pretty pissed off. don't know
I,
if he was
I do want to
really-
add this cat that was abandoned. Like, what happened to the cat? Did you adopt it or someone
No,
adopted?
That cat was not very happy with me, but
Oh.
someone did come and trap it. So the next day, I went to the house to work on it, and it was hissing at me in its cage. But someone came and picked it up. I had
Okay.
to call the lady. She wrote her number on the cage. She's like, "Call if anything's in here."
Okay, well, so happy ending because it would have been pitiful because some cats do run away because they know where their owner is, and sometimes bad things happen. But luckily, that cat found a home. Hopefully, that cat was nice to that owner. It wasn't nice to you, but that's a happy ending there.
They roam, right? That's what cats do. They roam.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about. Yeah.
Well, some this cat.
Yeah.
From the state of the house, though, I'm probably happy that it's not living with those owners anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give updates. Those are the 3 tracks you will listen to on Sadbox's new album, Everything's a Shame. But in addition to, I want you guys to listen to this episode, listen to those 3 tracks, and I have a chance for the band because I want you guys to listen to more music. So each member of the band, they're going to tell me their favorite song ever or a song they've listened to they just find very interesting. Maybe they hate it, they like it, just whatever they feel. So the band, so we're going to start with Raymond. He's going to tell me a song that he just really loves, and I'll ask him about it, and this will be in the playlist for you guys to listen to. So Raymond, get us started. What's a song that you really care about?
Mine's pretty basic, but it's Black by Pearl Jam.
Yes.
10. 1991, 16 years old. Life-changing album.
Yeah.
Even more life-changing song.
Yeah.
People say that like Smells Like Teen Spirit is the song that got people to stop listening to hair metal.
Yeah.
For me, it was Black.
Okay.
For me, it was Black. I listened to it. I loved it. True Song of a Heartbreak. I don't think I've ever heard another song since then that captures like what it's like to be heartbroken, but still love that person so much that as long as they're happy, you're actually gonna be fine too.
Absolutely.
That's what you want. So, I'm older now, obviously.
Yes.
And I'm far less emo than I was when I was 16. But it's still there's certain songs that just take you to a spot and you remember how you felt the first time you heard it.
Oh yeah,
and
I can
I can
relate.
listen to. First of all, 10 to me is an album that I can listen to front and back for the rest of my life every day, and I feel like it holds up. You release it today, I think it'd be popular. So
Yes.
So for me, that's the song Black.
And I think you like it. I mean, you've mentioned numerous times that people know you. You grew up listening to grunge. That was your first music you fell in love with. I look back on I definitely know who Nirvana is. Listen to that stuff, and it was good music. It was just before my time, so I can't relate to it the way that Raymond could relate to it, or someone that grew up listening to grunge. So that's a good. We will listen to that in the playlist. Thank you for that, Raymond. Now, Paul, what is your favorite song in the world that we should listen to in this playlist?
Well, I kind of cut my teeth on grunge too, and it was crazy. It was so raw and so unrehearsed and so unpolished.
Yeah.
But I'll go in a totally different direction. If I'm going to pick like desert island material, we'll go with the big theatrical orchestral stuff, like the exact antithesis of kind of that grungy, that raw, polished, emotional stuff. And we'll go with our 100-person orchestral work. For me, desert island music, Tchaikovsky violin concerto in D.
Yeah.
Probably not necessarily what you expected from rock musicians in the rock genre here.
Okay.
It's just you feel like when that line that repeats, there's alterations to it, but that one big soaring violin line comes into it, you feel like a little rocket ship that's going to take off. It's a super moving piece of music. It's not too long. It's approachable even. It was romantic music in general from that time period. Those big, swinging, emotional movements. Tchaikovsky nails it with that piece. And again, if you're listening from anywhere in the Midwest, in Dayton, it's pretty crazy. You can get right up close to pretty much any art you want to here. Performing art, visual arts. But Dayton Performing Arts Alliance is fantastic, has a wonderful orchestra, and you can see stuff like that here, just like you can get right up next to a rock band here. And, we're sitting here on this amazing stage of Blind Bob's. And thousands and thousands of famous people, less famous people, and even unknown people have graced this stage. And anyway, so that's my song.
Okay. Now, Rachel, we'll come to you. What is your favorite song ever or a song you just find interesting in your life?
I love a lot, but first song I can think of would be Pale Blue Eyes, Velvet Underground.
Yes.
I just remember being 12 years old and on a Greyhound bus,
Yes.
and my cassette player died. Batteries were a thing, right?
Yes.
And the person next to me handed me his cassette player.
Yeah.
And I was listening to The Doors at the time, but I had no idea actually. I kind of remembered what the thing was, but it was Pale Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out the window, listening to the song, and it just feels everything's going by, and it just feels so good.
Yeah.
So I spent the rest of the next week looking for a cassette with that song on it.
Yeah.
Which I found finally, but I couldn't remember the name of the band, so it was kind of hard.
Yes, the version.
Something goes like this.
Yeah, it's like Pale Blue Eyes. We didn't have the internet and AI to tell us.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
You
your
had to
phone
figure
wouldn't
it out
listen
on
to
our
10
own.
seconds
Yes.
of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You Google it, or you Shazam.
And we say cassette tapes. A lot of younger listeners may not know what that is, but a cassette tape is one of those things. It was made out of plastic, and there was
Pencil.
kind of like
Spokes. You use the pencil.
a little tape inside this squared plastic container. You'd listen to it, and that's the kids. That's what a cassette was. So yeah, that's how old we are. Because I grew up the first thing I saw was cassettes, then it was albums, which that was my parents' collection, my grandparents' collection, and then after that it was like CDs. Then of course nowadays we got MP3s, but a lot of the physical stuff that's become a passe thing. So yeah, they had to tell the people about cassettes. So that will be in the playlist as well. So yeah, those are 6 songs that we will listen to in the playlist. And so the first 3 things will definitely be Sadbox's new album, Everything's a Shame, and then the songs you guys nominated just now. So those are some good answers. With that, I'm gonna ask you guys one more question before we get going. We're almost out of time, but do you guys have any plans for 2026, whether it's touring or any albums? What do you guys have planned in the future?
Right now, I think we're going to take the rest of this year off. I think.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe not. And I know that we, even though we did a 3-song EP, we have other songs that we have written and completed, and we just need to get them. We just get them hammered out and put down somewhere to maybe possibly release those.
Yes.
And I know that we all, even though the other Eli and Ryan aren't here, I think we all agree we want to write. Yeah. We want to write some more and do some more things. And obviously, if there's really, really good shows, that's going to be well attended, lots of diverse music. Maybe we'll be invited to play one of those. We're just happy to do that. So.
Absolutely. So yes, you guys are on Facebook, and of course, listen to this album. You guys are on Bandcamp. You guys are on YouTube and Spotify. At least those are at least 3 places you can find you guys' music.
Yeah, anywhere that streams. We're on everything that streams. For better, for worse. If you contact us through any of the social media, we have albums. You can have those too. We will for sure, if we see some amazing holiday show, probably jump on that. But that's about it. The rest of us really want to get these other songs hammered out and write. Everyone's got ideas. Rachel's got ideas. Ray's got ideas. Ryan and Eli have ideas. I've got songs. We're ready to spend some time hunkering down and writing and being creative.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it for us. That's it. So thank you for you guys for being here. I look forward to everything you guys do. And audience, hope you enjoyed that. And I'll leave you. So go listen to the music. And just remember, good music is not dead.